January, this is how I had everything set up. You guys have seen this. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to mark off the days. By the time I finish this video, I'll probably have these marked off too, because I'm trying to go ahead and get this done. So here I just have where I was putting my finance information, which I guess I really don't care if you see that. It's just bills and stuff. So I tried to keep track of income for the weeks, but I realized I didn't need to do that here since I keep all of that information in my financial planner. So I didn't really end up using this. It was mostly just, I filled most of it in just for show. But I did have my monthly needs list here, and I did get everything on those lists. I also was doing really good on my gratitude log for a while, but then at the same time I stopped when things got really busy in life. So I have a full blank page, but I'm going to try to go ahead and fill that in a little later. Next I have my GTD page, where I kind of focus on all the things that I need to try to get done in a specific time period, but a lot of them are movable. So I did do a few things that I wanted to do. I made out my blog list, so I can actually go ahead and fill that in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I use my Pilot G2.7 for that. Love this pen. It's great for filling in boxes. I did get quite a bit of the stuff for the family done, but there's some things that I need to focus on, like getting new activities done and journaling for the kids. I haven't done my polite chart for them because it's a chart that I'm using to try to teach them how to be polite. And I didn't get them their career toy, which I can still do tomorrow when I go to the store. So that's not entirely X'd off yet. But for the most part, I did pretty much kind of maintain most of the things I wanted to do. I didn't do anything on my non-urgent list. I did do some research on finding exhibits for the kids to look at this quarter. What? I did not use this at all. I did not use basically it's a time tracker that I was supposed to use to try to plan for success, but yeah. And then this was a vertical monthly that I never used either. Okay, so the first week, I realized that I wasn't sure what I wanted to use this column for. So I experimented with it a little bit. First I was like, maybe I should do the top 3 things I need to do. That didn't end up helping. And then I wanted to, just do the main things that were happening through the day. I did that, and it seemed kind of pointless because it was redundant. So then I thought about tracking whether or not I was actually doing the updating in my other planners. And then I kind of fell off, and then I tried that same thing again where I wanted to check and see if I was updating my planners. So as far as the rest of this week went, I didn't really use the social media tracker. That's for my work planner, so there was really no need for it. My to-go tracker, we didn't really go anywhere this week. My daughter went to speech, but that was it. So I guess I could just go ahead and mark that in as well. And then the only thing that I was waiting for was a diaper delivery for my son. Weekly gross, like I said, I didn't need to track that in here, so I just left that blank. And then the to bring list, my daughter's speech therapy, so I brought all this stuff so that I would have something to do while I waited for her. Other than that, I have my calls list, which you can see I did do pretty well with that, and then I have the weather. So that is the very first 3 days of the year, well 4 days of the year, because here's the new year. I figured I wouldn't be doing much of anything except, paying bills and, kind of celebrating the new year or whatever. So that was the first day of the year, and then I just had a list of stuff that I wanted to get done this week. There was only one thing I didn't get to do. And basically, yeah, so I used these days really well. I enjoyed it. I marked everything down the way I wanted to. The kids did not have school these first 2 days of the year, so they went back this day, and that's why I have this big apple here. I also wanted to do some of my own school focuses, so as you see, I have my speech therapy, went to the post office, did the cleaning, all that stuff. And then down here, I just was trying to do kind of like a tracker for all of the tasks that I try to get done. Like this is my morning routine, evening routine, taking my vitamin, and just so on and so forth. And then here is where I read. I paid these 3 bills. I love that stamp that I have here. It came from the Recollections planner kit, planner stamp kit at Michael's. And so yeah, I just keep these things tracked for the kids. I'm trying to anyway. So they have school, whether or not they went to school. You know, just different things like that. What they wore, what color shirt they wore, what color pants they wore, whether or not they completed their morning and evening routines, any appointments they have. My daughter has speech therapy, which is why she was at school, and then cleaning up was their chore. And they did not have any lessons that day because everybody was focused on everything else that was going on. So that's pretty much how my days are laid out. Sometimes I'll put a ribbon with dots here just to kind of give myself a checklist to go off of, because sometimes I need to. And then I binge watched It's Sunny in Philadelphia. Season 11 came out. Freaking hilarious. I swear I about died on that series. Anyway, it's nuts. We had an appointment, but I had to reschedule it that Thursday, and it went on from there. For the most part, I kind of stopped focusing on actually getting anything written here as far as tracking, because I don't know, it just seemed like I was just too busy to get to it at the moment that it happened, and then I would forget whether or not it happened, and so I just kind of gave up after a while. And this is my weekly goals tracker. As you can see, I did not do well. I did not use this spread at all. I'm so sad too, because I kind of liked it. I love the pencils here because it was like back to school, get ready, and I just didn't even use it. And then the following week, things got even busier, so I did not use this at all. But I did use the dailies a little bit, mainly for kind of journaling and stuff, just to kind of keep up with what happened, more binge watching. That's my problem, I think. So other than that, you know, more doctor's appointments. My son had a doctor's appointment, grocery shopping, just different stuff like that. Trying to keep up with it. I made great use out of my bookmark up here. I love this thing so much. Remember, don't forget, appointments and events. So awesome, so cute. Love this. And these are sticky notes too, by the way. These clocks. I love these. They're so cute, so sweet. And they're great for when you have a very important appointment time. So yeah, like I said, did not keep up with any of that. I did not fill it in because I did not want you guys to know how much I weigh yet, because that is still secret. The same thing with this week. Didn't use those, but I definitely did use the dailies. As you can see, this did not work for me. I did not know what to use this site over here for. So I just ended up using this for marking different things. I didn't have time. I really didn't. That was the day of the inauguration. Didn't have time for anything. Yeah, next week. Okay, this is this week, or the end of this week. As you can see, I stopped at the very end of this week. I still love this sticker, Amanda. Yes, I had to steal it off of the envelope. That too, because it's so pretty. But, so I did the weather and all that stuff, and I did decide that I am definitely going to start using this to keep track of whether or not I keep tabs on all of my books and all my planners, because, there were some times that I did need to get into those and I did not. So this is this week. As you can see, I did pretty good. Horrible on my water intake, but I am trying to keep up with it. I did do better. Like this was yesterday. We had our Frost Fest and speech therapy and stuff, so I can mark those in. The Frost Festival was kind of like a local free gathering that they had for everybody, where you could have fun with winter sport or with winter season stuff, and you know, just kind of do a bunch of stuff. So I did do my weekly cleaning, so I'm going to move that. And that actually goes down here, weekly cleaning.
No! No! No!
And I'm just gonna bubble that in. They do not have school or anything like that on Saturday, so there was no need to worry about that. But anyway, so these are the last 2 days of the month, and then this is just kind of like my summary part where I go over how I did on my tracker, tracking all, just trying to track all this stuff, but I realized these were way too vague. Well, some of them anyway, and then I just stopped using it altogether. So I'm going to write my summary for the month here, and I'm just going to, this is just saying that I've had trouble adjusting to this new year. I have no idea why. It started off really nice, and I was doing well, and then things just kind of got thrown in my face, and like everything just started building up, and a lot of stuff needed to get done immediately in that month. So as you can see, next month is just as crammed. So even though I enjoyed the crap out of decorating February, I love February. But anyway, I decided to do the financial spread anyway, just to see if I could keep up with it again this time. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and totally disregard it next time. So here's where I'm keeping my lists for things we need, grocery lists and stuff like that. Gratitude log is here again, and I just have this little flip out from the Susan G. Komen book I got. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Where there is life, there is hope. Okay, so then next I have my GTD spread, which I've already started working on and just kind of transferring things over from last month to this month. And then I have my vertical monthly again, and then I have my mood tracker, which I am actually I really kind of perfected it a little bit from the last time. I felt like maybe that would give me more gumption to actually do something with it. And so I already started writing out all of my planners for each day, and this is where my weekly planning comes in, because all I wanted to do was focus on all of these spreads and make sure that I had everything in my monthly calendar. Now, the next thing that I do is my... Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how next week looks, because as you can see, I'm now almost pretty much finished with this week. Supposed to be right there, but as you can see, I am almost done with the rest of this week. I have only got the last, just the weekend to worry about, other than like today and finishing off what I didn't do yesterday. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire way that I'm using it, and it's really more in depth. I have my weather filled out. I've been keeping track of my virtue, which so far I've gotten a C+ if I ask myself. My calls list, I've been doing horrible on that. I'm going to try to call a few of these places today, actually, since it's Friday. My to-dos, as you can see, I haven't really done much. My chore list, I can actually go ahead and mark some of that off. But as far as everything else, not really much going on there. My GTD stuff, I screwed up. I waited way too long to go do those things, and it's Friday now, and I have other things that I have to do today, so I can't go to the IRS office. And then, I've got my deliveries that I'm waiting for. So, this is pretty much how I have everything set up each week from now on. I'm really liking this over here, how I'm keeping track of my other planners. I'm enjoying that. This here is something I'm just using for my to-dos that I have in my GTD section, which I've gone over. It's just this section here where I have it in the beginning, where I can just look and see how far I am on certain projects and stuff. And the current one that I've been working on is just getting the monetary system that I wanted for the kids, so they can learn the value of money, and just the one that I'm working on currently, which excuse me, I already have, which is my grocery list right now. This is a reoccurring one that I'm going to be using more often, just for when I get ready to go to the store. So this was the first day of February. So I just wanted to show you guys that. It was a super uber beyond crazy busy day, but I got everything I wanted to do done for the most part. And then this was yesterday. Let me shine the light over here, sorry. But this was yesterday. It wasn't a good day because I had a lot going on, and then I ended up two different accounts for that I was going to use for rent ended up getting overspent with another bill, so I ended up having to figure out how I was going to figure out that situation, and it was just a little annoying, so it really bugged me. So it was, you know, something that I just wanted to write down. And I've got, you know, all my phone calls done this day, so I'm pretty happy. So this is today, which is Friday. Yeah, my happy little friend is supposed to come today, so I just put a reminder there just in case it doesn't start. I'm going to also put a reminder for tomorrow so that I know, just in case it is a possibility that it's going to start tomorrow. So next, today it was supposed to rain according to the forecast, but it's super shiny today, so I'm just going to remove that and put what the weather is there. So I went on ahead and did that, just put in my water intake. I'm keeping track of that as well. I did horrible last month in my water intake, so that was the main reason why I kind of wanted to keep up with it again, just because I realized how horrible I was doing. Anyway, so kids Bible study today. Already finished the kids routine, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark that off. Okay, and then I already did that. So this is pretty much how everything is going. So I'm going to try to resolve my whole rent issue before, you know, the 3rd. Because by the 3rd, most cases, if you haven't paid your rent, then they tag on like $50 late fee and then $10 fees after that. So I'm going to try to finish that up. But this is how my week looks, everybody. So, and this is a phone call that I have to make. So yeah, really busy days, as you can see. There's so much going on most of the time, things that I want to do and need to do and I'm trying to do. So it's been hectic to try to keep up with everything, but these planners are really helping me to keep my focus and to stay on track. So okay, so basically I have my weekly overview that I'm going to do. Once I finish everything, I can go over all my goals and, you know, just kind of prepare for next week, which I'm already ready. I've already got some things listed here that's going to be happening, and then I can just transfer everything that I haven't gotten done from, you know, this past week. So I've already, you know, started with everything. I don't really start weekly planning until Sunday, so I'm not going to really do anything about that week until this day here. So it's today, tomorrow. This is just a weekend page where I can reflect. So isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen? I love these envelopes. I got them from Daiso. So that is my weekly and my monthly planning for the month of February. It's super pink. I love it. I'm having fun with it, and actually it's functioning really well for me. So I'm using my monthly vertical. I'm using my mood tracker. I'm using everything. It's like it took a minute for me to really just get into my own system all over again. So yeah, I am so super happy with how this turned out. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of this, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will keep you guys updated on how everything is going. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.